Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Ashley J's, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ashley J. Happy that you are here with me to chat. So today's topic is about getting over toxic relationships. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. And I'm not sure about how many of you have ever been in a toxic relationship, but when I was in one, it almost destroyed me. It sucked every inch of my being out of me, sucked me dry, and took me such a long time to get over it. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to get over toxic relationships that you might be in. I wish I had some tips when I was in it, but we'll move on. It's going to take you a little bit to get through this, but one thing is that you are going to get through it. And the only thing you need to do is say that you're done with this relationship. So tip number one is to ask yourself if this relationship is serving you any good. Are you getting any benefit from this relationship? That's what you're supposed to be asking, what you need to ask yourself. And you have to determine the good and the bad in this relationship. So that means you're going to be making a pros and cons list. And I'm sure you know how a pros and cons list works. But whichever side of your list is the longest, typically is the one that you want to go with. But I'm thinking that if you are in a toxic relationship and you're watching this video because you want to figure out how to get over it, your list is going to be mainly on the negative side. And so the next tip is something that my mom has told me in the past, and now I'm going to share it with you. You cannot change anyone. You just simply can't. You can't change a darn person. The only thing that can change a person is themselves. They are the ones that will have the power to change. You can't force the change on them. And I needed to understand this because I wanted to change the person that I spent so much time with, but it didn't work. I attempted it and he didn't like it, nor did he receive me trying to change him. He always told me, I don't know why you're trying to change me. I'm not going to change. This is it. This is who I am. So you don't want to waste your time doing that. That will change when they're ready to change. That's it. Tip number 3 is it's time to do you're going to have to do some figuring out right now. And you have to figure out what's going to keep you in, what it is that's keeping you in this relationship. I'm getting tongue tied. But you need to figure out what it is that's keeping you in this relationship. For me, I was holding on because I wanted him to love me the way I loved him. That's not healthy. So, because when you're in a relationship with someone, they should automatically love you. You shouldn't have to try to force your love yourself on somebody else. Okay, that's what kept me. And what was sad is you couldn't tell me back then that I didn't need to do this. This was something that I felt like I had to do. I had to stick around because one day he's going to love me the way I love him, but it never happened. And I was madly in love with him, but he didn't know how to show love back to me. He claimed that he loved me, but he didn't know how to show his love for me. Sometimes the way he showed his love, it was borderline abusive. But being the young woman that I was, I knew that it wasn't right, but it didn't stop me from being with him. Tip 4 is to get through being in a toxic relationship. You have to make the decision to stop being the victim. That was something that I had to learn how to do. I had to stop being the victim, because I felt like, oh my gosh, he did all of this to me and I did nothing. But that wasn't true. You do have some responsibility in this situation. It may be hard for you to receive this, but you do. You are a victim, but you can't keep acting like the victim. So take the responsibility that you have in this. this relationship. For me, it was enabling him to disrespect me, and not fully calling him out on the things that he did, because I was scared that I was going to lose him. But what I should have did was I should have confronted him when I saw him doing things that was not right, and things that I didn't appreciate um, having done to me. I never called him out on this. Tip 5, pay attention to what's going on in the present. In order to get over the past, you focus on the present and then the future, because the present is where you're living now, and there's so many wonderful things that are happening in front of you for in the present time. The future, you can see things much brighter. You have this lesson that you learned, and now you know what you're looking at to stay away from a toxic relationship in the future. So focus on the present. So what do you have going on in life right now? This can be something as small as getting a smile from a stranger. Or it could be something that's meaningful, like getting a hug from someone who truly cares about you, like your mother, your siblings, or your best friend. Also, you want to start creating new memories outside of this relationship to hold on to. This is so important. The new memories that you can create. Like, there's a lot of things I blocked out of my mind with this relationship, because I created new memories with people that I care about and that I love. Okay? I mean, it's a lot that I do remember, but it's a lot that I have forgotten. Okay, tip number 6. Now you want to forgive yourself and, yes, that other person. You have to forgive. Forgiveness is the key to your healing. Forgiveness is the key to everything. You have to forgive in order to move on. Now, trust me, forgiving yourself is the right direction to go in for this situation, because we can become hard on ourselves for letting ourselves get into this type of situation, getting into this relationship. I know I was hard on myself, and I was angry with myself because I let myself get into this situation with this person. But we have to forgive ourselves from doing it and chalk it up as a learning experience. And it's pushed me right in the direction that I needed to go in, to find the person that's truly going to love me the way I love them. Okay? Now you have to forgive that person. Try to understand them, but don't beat yourself up with trying to understand them. But you have to forgive them and see why. Try to figure out why they were acting the way that they did with you. I did this at many years later, but it wasn't until I talked to my husband about why my ex was doing the things that he did. It wasn't until I talked to my husband about that I truly understood it. And forgive them and yourself, and you want to let it go. Just release it. You have to release it. I held on to it for so long that it was a burden, but you have to release it. The next tip number 7, is now become more positive. Being positive is like, let me see. If you're positive, you are going to make your situation turn around quicker than you think. Positivity is like the best revenge that you can have on the person that brought so much negativity to your life. And like I just said, my mistake was I held on to this situation for too long, and I didn't let positivity in sooner. And it took me a long time to get over it. And then when I thought I was over this situation and started dating again, I quickly found out I wasn't over it. And it ended up taking me years to get over that past relationship, because I didn't think I thought I was over it, but I truly wasn't. Okay? And I really hope that these tips helped you. I really hope that you will take heed to what I'm saying to you. I'm not sure. I mean, if any of you have experience with toxic relationships, I'm sure somebody does, but how many of you really have it? But if you're in this type of relationship and you want out, I have given you the tools to do that. You just have to say, I'm done with this, I'm leaving. That's number one. And then number two, follow the tips that I just gave you. Nobody deserves to be in a toxic relationship, and I hope that you have the courage to end it all. See the good in you and hold on to that. Hold on to the good that you have inside of you because you are good. Don't let that other person tell you that you aren't. So I thank you for watching my video. And I hope that I gave you something to think about. If I did, let me know in the comments section below. Or find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at It's Ashley JW. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video and share it to someone that may need this. And hit the notification bell so you'll get notified when I drop another video for you. Okay? I hope to talk to you again. And until we chat again, bye.